Okay, first question. You are a homeowner, live in a flat and would like to cover your water pipe boiler without any excess.
Is that any? No.
Are you happy with that?
I suppose so. Depends whether I want. I don't know whether I want to cover more than just my boiler.
Okay. In this scenario, you want your water pipes and boiler without an excess.
All right. How do I go back without pressing back?
You can't. You have to press that.
Oh, so I have to press back, and it won't. Okay. Thanks. All over the shop.
No, sorry, just press the house button. No, it's fine. This is the whole point of user experience. It's interesting. So just to go back, you're a homeowner, you live in a flat, you'd like to cover your water pipe, your boiler without an excess. Don't worry, I don't think we actually have it there. I'm going to move on. Okay. You just go back to the beginning. That's it. You're a house owner. You're
Okay.
considering having cover for your electrics, plumbing and heating elements. Yep. You want it with the largest excess. Yep. Found that easy enough?
Yeah, but I don't know which policy I'd buy.
Okay.
That was the same thing on the last one. That if it had just been boiler cover, I'd have found it easy. But I can't see what elements are covered within each policy.
Okay. Good comment. You change your mind and would only like to cover your plumbing and heating elements only.
I feel like there's a button I want to press after I've changed that.
Okay.
Or it didn't change quickly enough.
Good feedback. You would then like to see which areas this policy covers and doesn't cover.
Which policy?
Any policy. You can pick a policy that you think's interesting.
So there, I didn't know what the difference was.
So right, just click back.
So when I was on this screen,
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing it's just a dummy, but
The whole point is so you can
Yeah.
play.
what I actually want is this quick view inclusion.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't click on it because I'd click on find out more.
Okay.
I don't know what, I suppose when I wanted to see more info about the policy, I couldn't distinguish between which of these two buttons would let me do it the best way.
Yeah.
I think this is the best way. And then if I've got any more details, then I'd want to click find out more.
Okay.
But what I want immediately is a quick view.
Straight away, or would you prefer quick view first?
So I suppose, will this record my clicks?
Yes.
So I suppose the journey I'd want to go on would be that find out more button not being there. I'd want to see what it covered, hit quick view, and then if I wanted to look at the kind of policy terms and things like that, I'd want a find out more button to be kind of somewhere here, like
Okay.
as a kind of next step.
Yeah, that's great.
The other thing I'd also want is because with some of this, some of them are quite distinct and different. So if I was looking for a simple policy, like water supply pipe, or well, I suppose maybe people don't look for water supply pipe, but plumbing cover or electrics cover without any other stuff, I actually think I'd be able to make my mind up about the policy from this stage.
Yeah.
To the extent that I was willing to get to the purchase funnel. So I'd want a kind of a button that kind of said buy, just to put it in my basket, and it maybe take me to this find out more page, but it'd already be in my basket and I'd be ready to go.
Okay, that's great feedback. Thank you. So we've got some more scenarios. So if we go back to the house, thank you. You're a landlord, you own a house, and you would like to get a CP12 for your property.
I don't think that, I kind of didn't think to hit that results button then.
Okay, so on this page, you decide to include heating within your policy.
These titles of the policy names, I'm not reading them. Well, as in, I am reading them, but they don't mean anything to me.
Okay.
It's not visual enough. I'm having to like process what's the subtle difference between landlords combined cover for houses with gas central heating, CP12 and service, and then the one below it. And then I'm reading it thinking, oh, they're the same, so where's the difference? And I'm having to look at all this and then.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd almost want the do you want an excess, yes or no, as an extra product chooser option.
Okay. That's fine. On this page, you would now prefer to sort your results by price. Great. Cool. Okay. Just the last one, then if you go back home.
Just on the sort by price.
Yeah, of course.
It's pretty obvious, but which way round is cheap? So when you do the sort by excess,
yeah,
it brings £0 excess, so I know that it's it's ascending as I go down.
Yeah.
The sort by price, I hit it and it's £11.50, but I wouldn't immediately know if that was the most expensive.
Okay.
Unless I saw that £13.
Okay. Great. If you go back home for me. You have heard about Home Serve Cover 8 and want to find out what it is, what is and is not covered.
Which do I live in?
Whatever you want. We just want to see
I live in
how
a flat, just to be awkward. I don't know what's in it. The honest answer is I probably would have Googled it.
Would you not have thought of anything else on this page? Tried to look at this page and see. Well, maybe not this specific page, but
I don't know. I think if I wanted to find out about a specific product, I'd like say my dad had said, "Oh, we've got Cover 8. It's really good." I'd have Googled HomeServe Cover 8.
okay,
I wouldn't have gone to HomeServe and tried to find it.
that's great feedback. The last one is just general. Go and have a play. Really, your feedback. I mean, obviously you've already given us some, but any other opinions, thoughts so far on what you've experienced in this short space of time? What do you like? What you don't like?
This text above the product chooser based all the should you choose to purchase a product, blah blah blah. I'm not reading that. A kind of product chooser tells me what it is and I know from there. So that I don't need that text, I don't think.
Okay.
I like this, but I think it could maybe the icons. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
What are you thinking?
Well, I'm just thinking there's probably another option, isn't there? You're a homeowner, a landlord, but then there are loads of people who are neither. So people who live in someone else's property or they're a tenant.
But do we cover those?
And we don't cover them, but actually it'd be quite good for them to know that we don't cover them and for us to then be able to say, you know, we don't cover you, but why not send a link to someone who does or someone who we will cover at the homeowner.
Okay.
Flat house, electrics, plumbing, boiler. Yeah. I feel like on the when it gives me the options of what of each of these policies, I actually want a grid of what's covered.
Okay.
And I also want, I think I'd want it sorted by relevance. Because I think here I've ticked electrics and plumbing. There's nothing coming up that is electrics and plumbing together.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that if I wanted to cover all of that, I'd have to buy them separately.
Okay.
But then I can't find a way of saying I want that and that. I'd have to buy this and then buy something else as well.
Okay. That's great.
No, I've gone too far. I've got 1 minute. I'm going to use all of it.
Yeah. Is that it? Is everything you happy with? You can always leave feedback afterwards as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think I just find it difficult to actually pick a policy once I've got to it.
Okay.
I think if I'm putting all of this information in, I'd want it to recommend something as opposed to give me so many options.
Okay.
So maybe pick the kind of 2 or 3 policies. Or if I couldn't buy something that was combined, like plumbing with electrics, I'd want it to kind of say, you need to buy both, put both in your basket.
Okay. That's great.
I've got 15 seconds.
Interesting.
Yeah. Cool. That was great.